Y'all, we back at the big show. I appreciate y'all joining me once again at the Business 2.0 with Jay And every guest is special, but the guy I got on here today, he's got a track record that really speaks for itself. We're gonna be highlighting a lot of his work. I wanted to bring him on because he's been making some noise for a long time around the country, and he got a sound of his own. He got a hell of a catalog. Nationally known and respected like that, So that's the only kind of cast we want to bring up on here. You feel me? So
I love that introduction, by the way.
I want to introduce my man Skitzo. How you feeling, brother?
Man, I'm blessed and humble and grateful that me and you was able to reconnect because we go way back.
No doubt.
So this right here is, a culmination of everything that done happened.
No doubt.
It's only right. It's only right.
Only right that we reunite. No doubt.
Yes.
Man, I want to get right into it for the people who may not be familiar. The 3 people in the world who may not be familiar with who.
Okay.
How you get down. Right off top, how would you describe your sound? Would you describe it horrorcore? Like I saw your description. How would you describe it?
For me, I've always told people it's like, it's a free chicken meal, but you got to read the book to eat. Okay. Right. So I'm going to draw you in with those heavy bass lines, those club banger beats. Mm-hmm. I'm going to draw you in with some hard music. This shit is hot, it's hyper. But then when you listening to my content, you're going to be able to tell that I'm well read. I'm going to slip in every now and then a piece of information. I'm going to give you, popping Adderall, but I'm also going to give you war. Don't eat fast food, right? You know what I'm saying?
No question.
Because it's about balance. Yeah. I play hard. I want to party hard, but I also want to live long.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
And have a prosperous life. So to do that, certain sacrifices got to be made. It can't be getting drunk and high every night.
Right. Not every night.
Not every night.
I want to expand on that point because it's funny enough that I got this philosophy called medicine disguised as ice cream, and what you basically just broke it down, right?
I like that. What say it again? What you said now?
Medicine disguised as ice cream. You know what I mean? So they think, they're getting the ice cream, but also you sliding in some medicine. You dig? You sliding in some heavy.
See what I'm saying? That's no different from when you was a child and your mom would crush your medicine up in the applesauce.
There you go. Hey, right. Man, you hit it right on the spot, right? That's what
same
it is.
Concept.
The
same concept.
Right. See, so you get something good for you at the same time,
Yeah, and I believe that, man. I grew up, my uncles would have me listening, and I was too young to understand the message, but I could feel the energy from a Public Enemy, KRS-One, NWA, EPMD, or Rakim. Like, I can't sit here and be like, oh, I know Rakim shit, or I know I didn't grow up like that, but I do know some Big L shit. Mm-hmm. And that's AZ and Nas. That's a little more, my generation, Tupac and shit like that. I was at the end of Leaders of the New School, Poor Righteous Teachers. I was coming along right at the end of that, but I was still able to catch Paris, Above the Law. Couple groups, I was still able to be like, okay, I'm gonna take PRT, Poor Righteous Teachers, with me, or some of this, a little piece of this with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but also I was listening to 2 Live Crew.
No doubt.
I was listening to E40.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So you got to. Oh yeah. I mean, come on. You learned how to say bitch. He taught us how to say bitch.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's a whole gumbo. And speak on, because you rep. I really love how you rep the zoo real hard. I try to do that everywhere I go too. Because when you tell people you from Michigan, you from the D. Nah,
Detroit.
Nah, we from the zoo. You'll go look it up.
From the zoo.
And people have heard of it. People have heard of it, but they don't realize the amount and depth of talent that came out of it, that's coming out that city right now. That's been out of the city and that's in there right now.
Yes.
So tell me, you rep KZoo so hard. That's what I love, man. So
yeah,
like
it's very important for me, man. So like my first tour, 2011, it was 18 shows, 21 days, right? Mm-hmm. So not really a big tour, but for a kid from Kalamazoo, that's huge. Though. That's starting in Denver, Colorado, hitting major cities. So You know, like you say though, first couple times, I'm from Michigan. Oh, you from Detroit? Oh, you from Detroit?
Yeah.
And you almost get angry
Yeah. Yeah.
after a while. Like, listen, man, what about Grand Rapids? What about Muskegon?
Right.
Saginaw? We're more than just fucking Detroit. So you almost want to be like, you know, I'm everything but Detroit at some point. And Detroit don't need nobody to pat them on the back and uplift them.
Exactly.
Detroit is its own entity. That's why they Detroit versus everybody. Well, what about everybody else? Detroit.
Right.
What about everybody else? What about us? So that's why I go so hard for Kalamazoo. We more than just Derek Jeter. You know, I love Greg, but we more than just that. There's so much talent here on all different actors, writers, you know, jazz, bass players, whatever you want to say, rappers. You know, we come on, man. So, and being the level of artist I was becoming, I felt it more important to rep Kalamazoo. The more my stature grew in underground music. Right. Because now I have a responsibility. I owe it to the fucking Urban Nights. I owe it to, you know, the motherfucking, for real though, I owe it to Michigan. I owe it to, you know, Mr. Burns. Really, Terrell Jackson.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I owe so much to him, man. Yeah. He taught me how to be an artist, bro. He taught me how to fucking perform, write, be creative, dress, merchandise. Like, I learned how to be a father. So many things I learned from this man. Yeah. You know, so I owe so much to him. So I gotta go hard, bro.
Man, you mentioned, I got chills just now when you mentioned him, man, because that was my guy. Like we.
That's my everything, bro.
We were the same age. We no.
Bro, he was my everything, man.
Man, bro.
That man helped raise me, bro.
Yo, that's real. That's real.
That man helped raise me, bro. He the reason. About more than 60% of the reason I am the artist with the sustainability, the longevity is because of him. Wow. Teaching me how to walk like a turtle to get there, how the turtle beats the rabbit every time. Yeah. You know, because when you're young, you want it now. Rush. But because of his situation, he knew he was finna die. He told me when he met me, I got this many years to live. And he died in that many years. And I hate him for that. I hate that he did that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But he did that shit, bro.
Damn.
Man.
He told you that he had X amount of years. And he died at the end of it.
X amount and 6 years later, he was dead. He said, the doctor told me this. My mom died when she was we have this. He died 6 years later. 2 years ago, we lost his daughter, Alicia. She died while giving birth. So a whole generation of, you know, this man's DNA who helped, you know, structure the person you see in front of you right now is gone. You know, so I feel like I'm carrying on his DNA, even though it's not really technically, but his teachings will live on through me. Yeah. You know, so.
That's real powerful. And I thought I was real close to him as well, but like, man, I just remember some times we had and some laughs we had, and I think I might have, and I don't know for sure, but I think one of the last songs, if not the last song he recorded, one of the last ones, he jumped on the track of mine, and I still got it to this day. It's too.
Wow, I gotta hear it.
Yeah, it was. I want to say the year is 2000. It was me, him, Tony, and Tony Brown. We went to this cat Tony Brown. He went by Mook Rock at the time. We went to Gary, Indiana, Bootlegs studio, and knocked out. So it was hard too. It came out real hard.
I love that dude, man.
And he actually did the last verse on there, man, and brought it home, man.
So y'all was really the first hip hop group I've ever saw to shoot a video right there on South Burdick next to the unemployment office.
Yeah.
We walking by one day, youngins. Y'all standing on the truck. You probably don't even remember.
I don't.
Y'all outside standing on the truck.
I don't remember none of this.
Bruh, rapping. You don't remember y'all was in that little brick building? Micah's, Burns.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
I used to pop in and out every now and then just to poke my head in.
You're the shorty, right?
Yeah, I was probably like 12 at the time. But I was, you know, I saw y'all doing it to me. I had tapes out, the blue tape.
Yeah, the blue tape.
Y'all had tapes out.
Damn, he brought the blue tape.
Come on, you think I study the game? I've studied. I'm well studied.
Yeah, man, that's
I
dope.
seen the blue. Come on, man. I seen the blue tape. I seen y'all shoot videos. I'm like, oh, it can be done.
Yeah,
You can be from here and do it. So I did it.
Yeah,
because I saw y'all doing it.
Yeah.
My brother D Knox, I saw him putting records in Flipside.
Yeah.
That's my D. I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Man, and you did it. So, and we want to talk. I want to talk about more about that because, like I said, I pulled up some songs, and I don't know how old they are. Like there was some sound click, right? So
okay.
You got Reverb Nation, all that.
Uh-huh.
A few of the songs that touched me, Political Avatar, bro, it's one of my favorite joints now. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy you say that.
Yeah, Political Avatar.
That's funny you say that, bro.
That's a cold one, bro. That's a cold one.
That sounds so personal.
Yeah, I could
because
tell.
my little brother made the beat, and that's a Mary J. Blige sample. A lot of people don't know. So my little brother made the beat. Shout out to Headstrong Productions. And this is when Merc was falling apart. This was when something we was creating, I saw about to go separate ways.
Okay.
So that song.
Before you go on, who was part of Merc? Because I always wondered it was Skitzo or Merc, right?
Skitzo, yeah. So that's how it was. It started. Okay. So Merc was me and Heinous was the artists, the rappers.
He's solo now too, right? He's solo now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
There at one point in time we had Rip the Rebel, Jean, who's a singer, Ituha Cloud, who's a gospel rapper right now, and Mr. Burns, Tim Dinkins, and Andre Bowen.
Okay.
None of those names I just named are people. None of those people are close with each other anymore.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I did that song, like I said, things were happening. It was so much in the city. I was having a kid, and I realized that my child can't eat freestyles. My child can't eat these late night rap sessions getting high. I gotta get a job, or I gotta make this a job. Either or. So that song is personal. It's about the whole situation of me, separating myself. And that's when I also learned that no risk, no reward, because it was the greatest thing that I ever did was stepping out of my comfort zone. Yeah. And thinking that I needed someone to motivate me when I was the motivation I needed all along.
Right here, yeah.
Right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's scary leaving people that you would have took a bullet for, people that you grew up with since freshman year. It's scary, but you ultimately have to decide, is this something you really want to do? Right. Is this something you really want to do? Because you might have to, and I did, and it was the best thing that ever happened for me, man.
Took that leap of faith, right?
Yes. I mean, I remember being in Phoenix, Arizona on tour with Eshawn, and I'm just staring at the sunset outside the motel like, man, I'm just some fat ashy kid from Kalamazoo, bro. Like, I'm from Reed Street. I ain't nobody different than, and look at me. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona watching the sunset on tour. Like, I did it. I did it. I remember no matter how much money I was making, none of that mattered at that moment. I just felt like I did it, man. I did it. Yeah. I made it. Yeah. I could have not did another CD, sold another shirt, did another show, and I'd have been okay. Because I did it.
Yeah, man. When you put your mind to it, and then the difference between, and I say the same thing, the difference between you and somebody else is that self-belief. A lot of times, you think cats got confidence and self-belief, but when it comes to putting their money down on something and standing on something.
That's sacrifice.
The sacrifice, man. It's a sacrifice.
And people don't talk about that part. Yeah. A lot of the sacrifice is your income. Yeah. Because Ice Cube said something in Janky Promoters, one of my favorite lines. He was talking to his son, Lil JJ. He said, talent don't make money. Money make money.
Right.
People think just because you can rap, you can sing, you can dance, you can juggle, whatever. Man, everybody doing that. Get on the internet. It's full of it.
Right.
Ain't nothing different from me and everybody. Everybody can rap.
Right.
What kind of work you gonna put in when ain't nobody looking?
Right.
You know, they don't see the jump shots Kobe took when nobody was looking.
You wasn't with me in the gym.
You went with me in the gym. They don't see the time I was performing
Right.
in front of 4 people at Bank Street Hall and nobody was coming.
Right. Right.
Or the times I was doing all the free shows and the free verses,
Mm-hmm.
just jumping in. Man, I was in Pat Wood in the studio, Clay Pratt basement. I'd be in Gangsta Now. I'd be in Prince T. Man, I was in everybody's studio, man.
Yeah.
Versatile.
Yeah.
I was in everybody's studio.
Yeah. And
You
I know
know?
you put in that work because I've been there. Little do you know, there's been some black. I think it was at least one Black Arts Fest show that you did. I know you probably did more, but since I was out of town, I came in town just on the low. You know, I get through the parking lot, whatever, come up. Guess who performing? You up there, like, yeah, tearing it down. So you know what I'm saying? I like,
yeah, man.
You to put in the work, man. I know, I see it. You know,
Yeah.
I make sure I keep track of anybody that's from the zoo. I'm keeping track of them, whether it be Hannes, whether it be you, whether it be Ed Jan, or it can be you, like whoever it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm naturally interested, man, because I want everybody to win. You feel me?
There's some young brothers right now, man. Prime Suspects.
Yeah.
They doing their thing. One of their people, Squirrel, he just opened up a clothing store.
Yeah.
And I think that's Comstock.
Okay.
Guys on clothing line. So, you know, I'm definitely in support of that.
Wow.
He local. And that's like you said, man, it's about rooting for the underdog. Anybody that's doing something from Kalamazoo positive, we got to have their back. But that's also been our downfall because we ain't been able to.
I knew you was going to touch on that. I knew. Go ahead, bro. Preach that.
But that's been our downfall because we don't do that. We got this get me to me mentality. Look at me. Look at my car, my money, my accomplishments instead of look at our accomplishments. We watch New Jack City and we see Nino Brown say, "Am I my brother's keeper?" And we think that's cool, but we don't live the creed. You know, we see each one teach one on a t-shirt and think that's dope, but we don't live the creed. And we wonder why you can go platinum in Texas or New York alone because they support their own.
In Atlanta.
I
feel like this down south, the South started that.
Yes.
We saw the Ghetto Boys with the formula.
UGK
with the formula. No
limit.
E40.
3-6 Mafia. Yes.
Keep all the way.
Keep going. Yes.
You know, Memphis did it. Memphis did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them cats down there, everybody did it but us, right? And then so that's why when
Detroit do it too. Detroit even do it.
Detroit do it too. Right.
Detroit do it too. They support their own.
Whether you talk about Roy, Shady,
or Sada Baby, or Peasy, any of them.
Sham, all them it goes on, right?
Yep.
And that's the only thing we had. That's the thing I really feel. That's why Kalamazoo is what it is right now. I feel like it's just a crab in a bucket, you know, mentality. Because we had crews over the years who said, and every time I was just talking to somebody about this. Every time you see somebody at a party, what you say? Oh, bro, we need to get together. We need to put a song. We got to do a song.
Never happened. It never happened.
Never happened. You know why? Because I only care about me. You only care about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, but you doing what we doing right now, having a conversation, is the people saying, "Oh, we need to do this. We need to do that." Me and you actually doing it. This is how you able to create, and I'm able to read it out. Right. There's gonna be somebody on here today, never heard of me, check me out, be like, "Yo, he actually dope," and now I'm gonna gain some support.
And that's all. That's what the platform is about, bro.
It's the one brick at a time, Will Smith mentality.
Yeah.
One snowflake, one grain of sand. When you doing this show for 5 people, sometimes you like, man, it's hard to get out there and get hyper.
Right.
But you got to suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah.
These 5 people spent their 40-hour-a-week check money to buy a ticket or buy a shirt or buy a CD. You somebody.
You somebody. That
first somebody.
Is the lasting impression too. People.
Yes, man.
That, right. Relationships. You know, you can't never burn a bridge because you don't know if you got to come back around again. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's the most important part of gaining success is building bridges.
Yes. Yeah.
and networking. That is such an integral part of becoming an artist, and people overlook it so much.
Yeah.
It ain't really your appearance and all that. It's building relationships with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Right. Right.
You know, be good.
Yeah. No, that's real.
So
That's real. That's real.
yeah, man.
Let me ask you here, because I want to get into this here. Before I forget, I want to ask you a couple more titles and what they mean to you. Tim
Okay.
Tebow, dope
What is
song.
that?
Tim Tebow, dope song. What? And if
So I mean, for me, that was just a. For me,
concept
that
was
was just.
dope. The concept
So
was
for
dope.
me, I wanted to show my lyrical ability.
Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to see. Okay, I'm an NFL fan.
Mhm.
Let me, you know what I'm saying? You the first to die, Andy Reid's son. Let me just say some stuff. Let me just show motherfuckers that I got bars, and I'm gonna just talk about the NFL.
Yeah.
How, and then make it, snap on the flow. The
Yeah.
beat was a homeboy Playhouse. Shout out to Playhouse.
Mhm.
Playhouse was doing a mixtape, and he had a bunch of beats. He was like, Skitzo, come through, pick out a beat.
Mhm.
I picked out a beat. I came back the next day with the song. Motherfuckers was like, what? And I did that. You know why I did that though?
Mm.
I wanted my song to stand out
Mm.
because everybody else's song was dope, money, bitches, streets. Everybody else's song was how hard it was, or my weed is the which is I do that song, I do that shit too, right? But for this particular project, I wanted to make sure when you heard my song that it was like, oh, that's a clever concept. This is pretty cool. No one else is different.
That's a sign of the great stuff. If you think about
Yeah.
it, I try to do off the wall like stuff too, like with concepts that remember that's what really what we grew up on. The first thing when I think about concepts, I think about Cube's first album, right?
With
Like
the lady living the shoe.
yeah, right. That you know what I'm saying? And just like
Oh,
there's a
what
physical
about Spice Ones?
like
187
one,
proof.
same, you know what I mean? Same.
187 pure.
Yeah, I
That
love
was the
Spice.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that stands out. As a listener, that catches your ear. After a while, all the bitches and the money and all that just goes in one ear. That's not memorable.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's
now.
Not.
It's like now. And I ain't trying to shit on nobody, but if you use an auto tune now, you just blend in with everybody else, right? You just blend in with
Pretty
everybody.
much.
I don't remember a little baby from a small baby,
The baby.
D baby. You know what I mean?
Too many babies.
Right, I ain't trying to shit on nobody, but I'm just saying, like,
Man, shit on whoever, man.
that's what it
You
is.
know,
That's what. That, to me,
shit
that's
on
what it
whoever.
is. Though.
Fuck.
That's if you ain't, if you ain't advancing the culture, get out.
The hate gonna come.
Yeah.
The hate gonna come. Somebody got to stand up for what's right ultimately.
There you go. Let me ask you
And I hate this culture we in right now too. Everybody's so afraid to speak up.
Yeah.
You know, we live in a society right now where you really, and it ain't thinking before you speak because you conscious and you playing chess. It's thinking before you speak because you're afraid of how other people gonna react.
Right.
If they're gonna sensitive, are you gonna hurt somebody's feeling? And it's not being empathy and empathetic. It's being soft.
It's being soft.
You know,
it's a soft culture. It's
a soft culture.
Go along to get along. That's what it is.
That's what it is. And people so afraid to stand out. My favorite photo ever of all times is that picture they took overseas where it's got one guy, 2 bags of groceries. He's standing in front of a tank.
Yeah.
It's like in the 70s. It's an old picture.
I remember that. Yeah.
But that right there, like, that's who I want to be.
Yeah.
You know, I was a kid like that. Everybody else in my neighborhood, when they wanted to be a GD, I was a vice lord. And not because of I wanted to be a vice lord, but it's because I wanted to be different.
Exactly. You want to be different.
Everybody go left, I want to go right. I'm just, always been that way.
Still the same way, bro.
Still the same way.
Bro, I'm the same way. If something is too, I guess I'm to this point, this is how big an asshole I am. If something is a trend and people are going that way, I'm running the other way.
Bruh, when Popeyes came here, I didn't eat there at all.
Exactly.
Same way with Chick-fil-A. Not that I don't like the food.
Yeah.
I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna.
Exactly. I don't want.
I hate sheep. I hate sheep.
That's how you keep your sound unique. Because you see what everybody else is doing. You say,
I'm going the other way.
Okay, I'm gonna go the other way with this.
I'm going the other way.
Y'all want to sample? I'm bringing in live instruments.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I am.
Yes.
If y'all want to just do this, I'm gonna fuck with some rock. If y'all want
But you know what's really funny, man? It's like, okay, we do that as innovators, but even here, they're gonna follow.
yeah.
You know, and that's why I did a song, I lead, because I've seen myself set trends here, which I'm okay with. I understand now I'm an OG.
Right.
I get it. I'm at this point where people are looking up to me like, oh, Skitzo, you OG, you the man. I still don't see, like, when you gave the introduction earlier, I'm listening. I hear people give me introductions all the time. National touring artist, he's did this. And I'm listening like, damn, I did that shit.
That was me. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
I really did do that shit though.
Bro, it's just like when you told me that you told that story about me standing on a truck, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and being the first one to do the video and all that kind of stuff, and bro,
I remember all that shit, bro.
that don't even feel like me now. That, I mean, it's me. I acknowledge that's my face there, but it's like it's an out of body experience because I'm just I'm doing is I'm just trying to be an artist. Like all that shit that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you like you run up to people that's younger than you and they remember you did XYZ or to me, you know what I'm saying? It's a great thing for the ego, but you got to just brush that off because
brush that shit off and move on.
Brush that off and keep moving, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I acknowledge it's just like you. Like I know your body of work. I know what you did. You know, I acknowledge you as a great artist, and we could sit up here chop it up all day. But like you said, like, you know, you feel like, hey, I'm just a kid that's off Reed Street. I feel like me. I grew up on Charles and Trimble. You know,
East Side baby.
East Side baby.
You know what I'm saying? You're a Rockwell Park baby.
Exactly, no doubt, man. So you know, you got to keep it moving though. And that's what, as an artist, that's what keeps you motivated, right? Because even when you set those trends, that first person that do that trend, he gonna take a bullet for it. People gonna criticize for it. But then look, 6 months later, everybody want to sound like him.
So I want to speak to what you just said because, you know, when I first started getting heavy into music, before I started touring. So I didn't start touring until 2011. But in 2005, 2006, I really started getting into music hard, like wanting to shoot my own videos, TV shows, radio stations. I had my own radio show. I was just trying to do whatever I could to get out here. But people was calling me a terrorist rapper because I was saying stuff back then that nobody wanted to say.
Wow.
I was saying fuck the president before it was cool. Even when Obama was president, I was still saying it.
Right.
I was always the one saying, I don't trust the Bible. Yeah. I was always the one saying, look at how comfortable everyone is with gays getting married in the military. They've taken it out of religion. I was saying this 2005, right? I wasn't standing for the flag before cabinet. When Ice Cube said that scene in Higher Learning, when I saw Higher Learning, when he was talking to Omar Epps at that table, he said, if everybody was standing for the flag, what would you do? I'd be so scared. I'd probably stand for the flag.
Right. He just looked at like
I'm 15 or I forgot how old I was right at the time, 12 or something. I forgot. I stopped standing for the flag ever since then. And I can't wait for somebody to look at me so I can do like, that ain't my flag.
Right. No.
I'm not American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Malcolm, James Baldwin. I was an early reader. Marcus Garvey, Frantz Fanon. I was reading early. You know what I'm saying? 12 and 13. When I saw Mississippi burning, my grandma from Natchez, Mississippi. So I've always had this, you know, them white folk, them black folk mentality. Even though Kalamazoo is a melting pot.
Yeah.
It's you know, all kind of races here.
Yeah, it is.
You know, from every race, every sexual creed, the LGBTQ community is vibrant. So is Black Lives Matter. You know, it's a college town.
It is.
We're in between Chicago and Detroit directly, so we meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's enough. But you know what? Also, too, I'm a little getting off subject here, but that's also a reason why my music is able to adapt and grow because I live in this melting pot of people and personalities.
That's real.
So I take on all these different concepts and personalities I'm a people watcher, and you know.
That's real.
So I tell stories.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's
real. Things I see, so it's good.
I'm glad you pointed that out too, because in case people didn't know, we're right Kalamazoo is right directly in the middle of Chicago and Detroit. So we got
directly.
We got that house influence. We had the techno influence. We had the West Coast. You
That
know,
step influence, that footwork influence,
all that, man. We had all
that
that. And we
that dope boy music.
Yeah, dope boy music. We take it and blend it up and make our own unique sound, man.
That's what I was able to do, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I want to ask you another title, and what it means to you. Street Justice.
So shout out to my boy Elishaba. Rest in peace. So I was working. So basically, you know what I do now, bro, is during my off time of not doing music, I'm a special needs teacher. I work with youth, and before that, I worked in a group home from 12 to 17 years. I've always gave back because I was a kid who foster childed. My grandmother took us in because my mom couldn't. You know, the typical black dad gone crack mama, the typical rapper story, right? But so Street Justice, shout out to Lish, but he was a kid who I met in the program I was working at. He told me his brother made beats. I was like, okay, whatever, because he knew I rapped a little. His brother gave me Street Justice. The bass was hitting so hard when I first heard it. I was just like, what the fuck? He was like, man, he said, bro, if you want it, you can have it. I said, are you serious? Gave me the beat. Went home, wrote to it. And man, it was one of the hardest. That's a timeless piece of art, you know. And because of that young man who I was in that program with, I have that piece of art that is timeless. Street Justice came out over 10 years ago, and I still do that song in my set till this day. I have to. The chorus is the most memorable hook I've ever written. The way my voice carries over that beat, it's a perfect blend. DX to Flex, mixed it, it is I love it, man. The way it came together, it's one of my favorite songs. There's a video online. If you ain't heard Street Justice, type in Skitzomichigan right now, Street Justice, and add that to your playlist for real.
For sure, man. I had to bring that up because that was a song too that I felt like I said I gotta ask him about this one. I gotta ask him about this one.
Yeah. What else do you listen to?
Bro, I've been just like skimming, like I was like, these three right here, though. I just been skimming them. I ain't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been
skimming.
So
I'm gonna tell you about one song I want you to peep in this Street Life.
Okay.
I did this song and
I heard that. I heard Street Life.
You heard Street Life?
They had the sample from Street Life.
That was like original. It was the same hook, somebody else singing the original hook.
Yeah.
It's a sample of the hook. Anyway, so I did this song, and this guy heard it online who was doing Sick With It Records webpage.
Okay.
He was like, yo, I'm in charge of Sick With It Records websites. This song is banging. I can get it to somebody over there. I'm like, do it. Right. So he gets it. He gets it to Big Omeezy, Omar, the great communicator. If anybody know who Big Omeezy is, Omar, that's E40's hype man. That's actually his blood cousin. Tours with E40. If you ever saw E40 live and you've seen this hype man, it's Omar. It's either Be Legit, D Shot, or it's Omar. 95% of the time it's Omar. So Omar hears it. He's like, yo, this is banging. But you want to do some music? I'm like, hell yeah, you Sick With It Records. So I fly out. Doy Rock just got signed with Sick With It Records. And he's an upcoming artist. So he was like, yo, I'm going to put Doy Rock on the song. I'm like, I'm doing a song with anybody with Sick With It Records from Kalamazoo. Who am I, right? Right. Yes. So I do the song. Doy like, yo, you dope. I'm going to send you something. Doy sends me something. I kills it. It's called The Jungle. So we do it. I send it back. He's like, yo, I got a show in Sacramento. Can you get here? I said, shit. This is where the sacrifice come in.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the money. I did, but as I knew if I flew out to Sacramento in this time, and I'm married, I gotta take my girl, my kid. Like I gotta make a whole trip out of this.
The whole fam out.
But I gotta get there. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Right.
I fly out to Sacramento, do the show. It's a small little show, but it was worth it because I get to hang out with Sick With It Records people. E40 come to Detroit. You know who they call to come hang out? Me. Right. So I'm hanging in Detroit with E40 because they know I'm from Michigan, Right. So Street Life, to me, will always be a very important song just because what it was able to do for me.
Right.
Get Me Next to E40. Still to this day, me and Omar have a great relationship. And Doy Rock, King Kahali, passed away earlier this year due to medical conditions that was wrong with him. So rest in peace, Doy Rock, King Kahali, who also is Raekwon's the chef, best friend. He has like 6 songs with Raekwon. Raekwon put him on 2 of his albums.
What?
Yeah, and Doy put me on a mixtape. He put that Street Life song that he's on a mixtape that has a song with him and Raekwon on it. So I've always been grateful for that. But his Raekwon, like him and Raekwon are like close. Like they're, you know what I'm saying? Raekwon was posting pictures of him when he passed. It was real crazy. So shout out to Doy Rock. And but yeah, that's what I just will. So anybody else, Street Life and Street Justice are like 2 very, you know what I'm saying, important songs to me, man.
You know what what we're gonna do too, so everybody can get familiar. We're gonna post your links up where your music is.
Yes.
And then we
Yes.
put on the video on the end of it as well. Okay. So
Yes.
Include it in the description.
Oh yeah. Skitzomichigan.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I know your fan base gonna be checking it out. So y'all feel free to comment as well. You know,
oh yeah.
Because I know your fan. And the great thing about you talked about Kalamazoo being a college town. One of the great things about it is because you'll have fans. You have fans of all stripes, right? So you have, you know, and sad to say, they support harder than our people do. I mean, in reality, right? I mean,
it's true.
So, you know, that's what, you know what, let me just now think about it. That's why a lot of people scared to step out the box and do different kind of music, because they're trying to appeal to the hood, right? They want to appeal to the hood, but the hood ain't buying records. The hood
ain't no money in the hood.
It's that kid in Omaha,
Portage Northern.
And Portage Northern, right out there, that's buying your records, that's supporting you. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So grow the fuck up.
Go to a Kanye West show, a Travis Scott show, a Tech Nine show.
Right.
Look who in the crowd.
Look who in the crowd.
Look who in the crowd, man. Look who buying. And you know, the sad thing about it is too, the hood ain't got no money. We got to go outside the hood and bring the resources back to the hood. Exactly. You know, this mentality of the hood gonna support me. The hood got me. The hood is okay. That's where we live. Yeah. But you know, and I know, ain't shit there because we grew up here.
Exactly.
We got to go out here, make your fan base in Port Central and Mattawan, cover all these places. That's, you know, going. So I never wanted to go. Growing up, I didn't want to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos because of that hood mentality. Right? My friend Kike, who used to always tell me, man, you need to go, you need to go. If people don't know what the Gathering of the Juggalos is, ICP is a Detroit rap base who are a platinum selling group who throw a festival once a year that has the year before, KRS-One. I saw Slick Rick. I saw Shock G. I saw Gwar, the rock band Gwar. Yeah. I saw Yellow Wolf. I've also saw many of underground artists, Stevie Stone, Tech Nine, a plethora of artists, you know, who I admire on an underground level, who I know personally. And I've also been able to perform there. I've been in front of a stage, 10,000 people because of this event. So, you know, I didn't want to do this event because of what I heard, right? Had hood mentality, man, it's a whole bunch of white people with face paints, and my message in my music was anti-government, anti-religion, anti-anything oppressive. So I'm thinking like, fuck it, I'm finally finna go because now I'm living outside the box. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I left Merck. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do, and I'm with Mastermind. I was doing Blaze battles, winning Blaze battles. Adam Shepard plugged me with Mastermind, who's out of Nodis, with Eshawn, who's a platinum selling Detroit underground rap group. Yeah. So now I'm with him. So we had the gathering, and I find that these people, the Juggalos, are just like me. They're oppressed. They come from poor communities. You know, they have a voice. They need someone to speak for them. And I'm like, damn, y'all been my people all this time. Right. But because I've been stuck in this hood mentality, I've been afraid to live outside this box, and I am. I'm just like so grateful. Yeah. And it's a blessing. And you know, most of my fans are Juggalos, and I fucking love it. You know, the thing about it, motherfuckers can say whatever, but I got fans. Right. And I don't call them fans. I call them family.
There you go.
You know, because I treat them like family. I'm not behind the velvet rope. Right. And they got the VIP section. You're gonna catch me at the bar with you. Right. And I'm watching openers. A lot of the headliners. They don't watch openers. I'm coming out to the front. I'm standing. I'm watching openers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supporting.
That's important, man. That's important.
Building, networking, building bridges.
There you go.
Building relationships.
I also want to talk about something real quick. Because like I said, I want to get all my shit off.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So I was part of a group for a long time, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when you break away from that group, I think it just gives you more like it just makes you become more original. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
you can be you.
You can be you. You can only rely on you. But that uncomfortable feeling, that's why I want to tell people. You want to get in that uncomfortable feeling because that's how you grow. You can't grow in the comfort zone. You only grow getting out on a limb and doing something that's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's how you grow. That's how you grow as a man. That's how you grow as an artist. You feel me? So, that's what it is,
And you can live in that same spot doing the same thing all the time. That's the definition of insanity. You got to get outside this space and find out. No risk, no reward. You'll never know what's out there if you don't get there.
Right.
And that's a Kalamazoo mentality, because it's a small city with big dreams. Everybody, it's a small city, but everybody here got big dreams, but they don't know how to make these things come to fruition. There's no pathway given, no plan for no one else. So they like, I want to get the $1 million. I did career day at Phoenix High School, and every kid in there is shout out to Joe Player who brought me there. You know what I'm saying? But every kid was like, I want to have $1 million. I want to have a Lamborghini. Okay, how you gonna get it?
Right.
Then the silence.
Right. No plan.
Listen, I want $1 million too. I want a Lamborghini. Well, I don't want a Lamborghini, but I want the money to do things with. I would like to do the backpack giveaways and all that, and but I know how to get it. Hence the merchandising. Right. Hence the licensing of my music. Hence following Nas's blueprint when Nas made his daughter a co-writer on Illmatic. Man, my last 3 albums, my daughters are co-producers on all of them, co-writers on all of them.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Just because, you got to learn from these ones that we admire around. He's giving us the game. Exactly. He gave us the game.
That's the most important thing. It ain't the music. Mm-hmm. You can see. That's why I say surface people, and no knock to them, but the surface people gonna listen to the surface. Are you learning the game underneath that? How did he get in that position? How did he get put in that position? How did he maneuver that? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking.
He learned it from somebody and applied it. Knowledge is only strength when you apply it. Man, you could be the smartest dumb motherfucker in the room. I hate a know-it-all that don't know shit. Motherfucker got answer for everything, but ain't did one thing he didn't told you to do.
Exactly. You know what's worse than that? Is people who get game but don't want to pass it along. So you got somebody extended you a ladder, you climbed up, and then you pulled the ladder away.
Now you pull the ladder up. You piece of shit.
So I know people like that, bro. They got the hook up. They got the hook up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a Kalamazoo mentality.
It is. They got the hook
up. Grabbing the barrel.
Right. They got the hook up from somebody. But then when it came to spreading that knowledge and spreading that, they like, no, we don't want nobody.
But see, where that starts from, the beginning, because that person has received so much hate and no support from their surrounding that now they like, why? Them people didn't love me or support me.
Right.
And come from Kalamazoo, I get it. Because they don't know how to dream big here. Man, I tell people what I did sometimes. I can see it in their face. They just like, nigga, stop lying. They looking at me, waiting for me to shut up. Because they just like, man.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm dead serious, bro. I toured 58 days, 63 days, 58 shows one time. Back to back.
That's work.
All across the United States.
That's work. That's
work.
How you got your name. That's how you got your name out there. I know people.
Work.
You know what? And I looked at your IG, man, and you got a real fan base. So I'm gonna say this one more thing because I'm wrapping up, bro.
Uh-huh.
I know people out there who actually embellish their IG numbers or buy followers and shit like that, right? No, I'm this on the one.
Oh, I can speak on it.
This on the one. It's an artist I used to work with. That's on the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he went from overnight. This brother went from like 300 followers to like now you have 25K. He ain't exactly. It don't happen like that. People want that easy path, the least resistance. They want that quick hit.
Yes.
Bro, you are a perfect example of somebody again who built their brand brick by brick, and you
Yeah.
did it the right way. You know,
Yeah. I can talk to all my
be
followers.
commended. That's to be commended. You feel me?
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no
And
doubt.
this is a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that you gave this platform, you know, for me a moment to let some new motherfuckers know who I am. Because really, I'm still building the building brick by brick. And this is a brick.
Right, no
This
doubt.
interview has become a brick
Yeah.
in the process. So I'm grateful for that piece, bro.
Bro, thank you for making the time, man.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of, when I reach out to people, I'm just like, I hope I built up enough goodwill where they'll be like, you feel me?
Man.
Like, hey, I'll do. I'm down.
First of all, if motherfuckers in Kalamazoo don't know, you deserve your flowers.
I appreciate that.
Y'all are part of the foundation of the pyramid.
I appreciate
You know how do you see somebody build a house and they dig the hole first and do the basement?
Yeah.
And they see y'all the basement. Y'all the foundation. Y'all the structure which all this is built upon.
Yeah.
Y'all created all this. Jack the Mac. All you motherfuckers created. But it's the truth.
Yeah.
I've done all you motherfuckers built the ground that somebody like me is standing on.
Right.
Because I saw Gangsta Knock. I saw all this. I saw everybody, bro.
Yeah.
And now this is what happened. This is what it's supposed to look like when a motherfucker can peep everybody and learn.
Right. The realization of what the actualization of what we tried, you know.
Was just trying to do.
Yeah. And so that feels good because we need brothers like you to tell that story. Because the kids right now, they wouldn't know that. You know,
no, they wouldn't, man. They
wouldn't know those newspaper clippings. They ain't going back.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't going back.
They don't know, man.
And I'm still here. I don't want to talk like I'm a ghost. I'm still here. You know,
you just shot a video the other day.
Exactly. I'm still here, bro.
We're talking right now. You still working.
Yeah, I'm still working, man. So I appreciate the flowers from somebody who I respect. But like, I try to tell people, like, look, I'm not ancient history. Like, I ain't retired. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still
doing it.
I'm still doing it, and I feel like it's better than ever, man. Because I've even taken stuff I've learned from artists who came after me, and like y'all hustle game harder than ours. We were selling out the trunk, but now y'all got the internet. Like, and I say y'all, but I'm saying like you and other artists.
Yeah,
y'all got the internet, bro. And I'm not gonna be one of them get off my lawn guys. Like, if I had the internet, I ain't gonna be about the internet now. It ain't no excuse.
Yeah,
a man don't make no.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's time to get to work now. Time to adapt.
It's time to adapt.
It's time to adapt.
About it. Guys that I know that was making music when I started, they either adapted or died. And I say that's what I say: adapt or die. That's what
we gotta adapt. That's the animal kingdom.
Yeah, there it is. Right.
That's the animal kingdom.
Ain't it though?
Hey man. Hey, so I appreciate it. For everybody, check out Skitzomichigan.
Yes.
Everywhere. iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your music from, YouTube, wherever. Skitzomichigan.
Y'all heard the man. There it is. Live in the flesh. We appreciate y'all for joining. It's been the Business 2.0. Jay Irv. See y'all next Monday, y'all. All right. Hey, I'm Jay. Thanks for checking out that last video. And also, we hope you're enjoying the site. To join the CTMG family, head over to charlesandtrumbull.com. Also, you can check us out at charlesandtrumbull.bandcamp.com. That's charlesandtrumbull.bandcamp.com. Over there, you find the latest info and updates on artists, bios, and also purchase the new drip. We appreciate you guys checking us out. We see you next time. Thanks.